Having a hard time making it as a model? Talent agents not calling you back? Are your dreams of making millions evaporating? Hey, did you ever think of the false prophet game? That's right. You could start now. This is the fastest growing business on the interwebs. You can work from home or your car, on your hours, not the man's. Can you fake caring for others? Can you say God said and then make up any story you want? This might be the right job for you. Many are making tens of thousands to millions a year. You can upgrade your home, car, even your wardrobe. You can then dress up, put on loads of makeup, and be a false prophet model on all the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. It's like glamour shots from the 80s, but for today. You can then look down at all the little people, the simple people that look to you for words about their relationships, jobs, and finances. Just make sure they are happy, so they will keep sending in that donation. Tell them they will find that job. They will find that perfect mate. They will be rich as long as they send money to you now. Warning: not responsible for you evading taxes or going to jail. Lying in God's name may cause you to burn while gnashing your teeth. Get used to saying, "It's hot down here."
There's a lot of people out there that's saying they're prophets of God, and they're not right. They're not right on. They've missed it here, and they just keep moving forward, but they're not right on.
Enemy spot. Hello and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. First off, I didn't really want to do this video. I prefer to go after the false prophets and say, this earthquake's going to happen on this day, easily proven, and go after those types. But I was led this direction, so here it goes. So this lady's from the YouTube channel, Newman Gopherwood Church, and she's got all the social medias, and somehow became a minister and then later got upgraded to apostle. And some other stuff. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Now, this lady's got a lot of links, and we'll get into some of them here in a minute. But on her LinkedIn page, where she's looking for a job, it says that she likes Photoshop, if you couldn't tell. Going through links and just doing general searches, I found this, where she's the position of director minister at the Newman Gopherwood Church. The thing is, her links to her church and searches for her church comes up with dead ends. And there's a reason for this, and we'll get into it in a little bit. But her other links work. You can go buy a hat or a mug or something, and you can also go to, PayPal, Instagram, and Facebook. They all work. You also can find links that work that goes to all of her books that she's got for sale on Amazon. Now, she's from the UK, and I found this, and I guess they list this stuff over there, but it shows all of her businesses that she started, and she's got 6 of them that she's resigned, including this church, and that I think that's why the website's down. So I found clothing sales, interior design, cleaning, different type of things, but the church, they're all shut down. Even their business, Swagger UK. And everything was around this address. So a quick Google search, we find the church. And here's the church or apartments. And I don't have a problem with a church being inside someone's home. People gather together to worship God. Great. But it adds to a long list of things we're going to get into. We also have some weird stuff going on with her comments and in her post. Like this here, they were refused service from the Cash App. So they're telling them to use all the others they set up. We got Stripe, we got PayPal, we got GoFundMe. And that's what the comments are full of. And then there's also this. She's booking one-on-one counseling calls. And there's just several posts that are just asking for money for whatever. And then we got widows, orphans, hurricane victims, and you send the money to them. And remember, the Cash App refused them, and the government's websites show that the church is shut down. Now, I like to go through the footage and find where they just outright lie. Well, this lady will say a lot of nothing. She just says a lot of nothing. This one here, it says, God showed me Michelle Obama in a vision. And that's it. There's nothing. It says just make sure you pray. And some celebrity was in trouble. And so she tried to connect the dots, but she said nothing. Now, this lady is nothing but you are going to find your spouse. You're going to get that breakthrough. It's going to happen, whatever it is, because she will not say anything. Urgent word, and doesn't say anything. And here are some titles. Now, I think her simple-minded viewers, and if you clicked on this and you're one of her followers, the Bible calls you simple. You want your ears tickled with suddenly getting a job, suddenly finding your spouse. You want to be talked to in a way that motivates you so that things aren't all bad, and this is coming from God, right? But you need to do the work and get into the written word of God. This is not of God. As we get into this, what is suddenly going to happen? Well, she doesn't say. She does say a lot of this, though. She says a lot of something will happen. Something will show up. But what is something? Well, it's big and marvelous. And then sometimes we have suddenly something. And to her followers, I guess it's eye of the beholder, something. Something always happens. But if something big doesn't happen, then that word must have been for somebody else, right? Well, I'm sure a prophet and apostle can be more descriptive, like it is coming. It is done. It will happen. It is coming. You will see it. It will collapse. I will perform it. It will certainly happen. It will take place in the next 5 days. What is it? That was 2 years ago. And don't worry, it was about the thing. But it probably only happened to the people that watched the video and were called the chosen one or something. Now, she does date some stuff. 2024 was the year of Jubilee, but she does a lot of this. Tomorrow morning, you will see signs of my power and mercy. Money is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day it will happen. Overnight miracle, your financial status is changing. Miracle in 24 hours. A miracle is happening now. Miracles happening this week. So it makes you wonder if all of this is about her financial situation. Because you go from this to this by saying in God's name. Now, I said I didn't want to cover this. I like to go over, thus saith the Lord, earthquake tomorrow, and, go from there. But this is looking like a lot of people are now following the Julie Green footsteps. They're trying to make money by saying, thus saith the Lord. There's a lot of newcomers in here. In this video I done here, I didn't like doing this video, but it did get some people to wake up in the comments. A lot of people messaged me about, it's sad and, that type of thing. Then I got a lot of hate. I had to delete some comments because they're defending her tooth and nail. But I'm hoping that I can reach a few people to use critical thinking and to get their encouragement from the Bible. It's not that much work. You just got to sit down and read it. Listen to it, books on tape, whatever you got to do. There's apps for that. Now, if I made anybody mad on this video, I'm sorry you were mad. Keep it respectful in the comments. But I'm hoping this opens some eyes. People can start using discernment. They can read the Bible, take it to the Lord, ask him. I'm sure he'd rather you spend time in his word and with him than watching videos of this lady talking about suddenlies, and the like. But that's a video, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Julie Green, take us out.
Suddenly, people will leave. Suddenly, people will be removed. Suddenly.
Like prophecies going out of the direction, like prophetic words on this, and what actually happened was this, and
Suddenly. 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 Suddenly.
How many times have we called out time frames?
Suddenly.
And nothing's happened with any of them.
Suddenly.
But how many years do you say the same thing over and over again and it never happens?
Suddenly.
And then you just kick it to the next year, to the next year.
Suddenly.